בקיץ הזה כנראה שגם אתם ניסיתם רק לברוח למזגן. רוב הזמן עכשיו חוק חדש בספרד עלול לשבש מעט את התוכניות. מצטרפת אלינו סיוון רפפורט מברצלונה. שלום סיוון.
הולה.
אז עכשיו החלטת ממשלה בספרד, בגלל משבר האנרגיה והחום הכבד אסור להוריד את הטמפרטורות במזגן לפחות מ-27 מעלות. מה תעשי? תעמדי בזה?
האמת שפקד אותם גל חום מטורף. אנחנו כבר כמעט חודש בטמפרטורות לא נורמליות. שלא זכור לי במשך 14 שנים כזה קיץ. אז בכל מקרה אני יכולה לומר לך שמזגן אצלנו לא יתגבר על החום הזה. אז גם אם ניכנס בפח עכשיו, anyway, הוא לא כל כך, אני לא חושבת שהוא יבדוק אפילו את הטמפרטורה מרוב שחם. אבל כן, זה בהחלט החלטה מאוד קשוחה, וגם בחורף, שזה עוד יותר קשה, כי החורף פה הוא יחסית קר, אז גם בחורף אנחנו לא נוכל להעלות את הטמפרטורה מעל 19.
ואת מדברת איתי.
Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Okay, so neighbours. The title of this video is they want to pit neighbour against neighbour, which is, of course, is the very opposite of the sentiment you might find in a book like the Bible, where it is love thy neighbour. No, the government these days wants you to rat on your neighbour, to grass them up, like they did in the lockdowns. They even opened up a dedicated phone line for you to do it. And this story today, I can only see this leading to something quite insidious, quite wicked, and well, basically looking to get the public to police themselves in regards to energy usage. Here we see Brits to be encouraged to compete with neighbours to bring down energy bills. Government advisors have suggested that British households allow their neighbours to compare their energy usage bills in order to reduce bills and avoid shortages this winter. Here's another from this morning. Britons could be told about neighbours' energy usage so they can save money on bills. Households should be told if they are using more energy than their neighbours to encourage them to cut down in order to reduce bills and avoid shortages this winter. Government advisors. Government advisors have suggested. Sending letters to households to let them know how their energy use compares with their neighbours, and has been shown to reduce household use by around 2% in global studies, said Liz Costa of the Behavioural Insights Team, the BIT. Yeah, now the Behavioural Insights Team, they're called the Nudge Unit. They are the psychological social engineers who dream up ways of getting the public to comply, to do whatever the government want, using psychological tactics, fear-mongering, and they work hand in hand with the media. Many times I'll be talking about certain events that are, I believe, manufactured in order to scare people into, say for example, not posting about controversial subjects online, etc, etc. It's these guys that are behind that crap, okay? The Behavioural Insights Team. They were also used extensively throughout the last 2 years, yeah? Anyway, it continues here. Miss Costa, its managing director, said allowing households to compare their energy usage was one of the top 3 ways the government could help people tackle the impact of record bills this year. Oh really? Is that so, Miss Costa? What they mean is, it's one of the top ways to get the public to comply and cut down their energy usage, whilst you pay more for it, yeah? And also to police yourselves, police the people in your local area and everyone around them, and stick their noses into other people's business. That's what they really mean, but I actually presume this could be much worse than what it first appears to be. I mean, first off, I would have thought that giving your energy usage to neighbours or to people in the street you live in Wouldn't that be breaking the Data Protection Act? Surely that is your private business. But this is what they are saying they are looking into doing. Now I can see how this could pan out. Could they be planning, on isolating various rates of energy usage? You know, the price of energy, isolating that to certain areas, maybe even to single streets, and measuring small areas of use of energy, like the collective amount of energy use. Let's say, for example, right, a street of 100 houses, and then collectively measuring the street's total usage, and then that street would have a rate based on that total usage. So the amount you pay could be based on the collective amount a street of houses would collectively use. And then every month, sending everyone in that street the amount each individual house used in energy. And then saying, well, you collectively used this amount of energy, therefore your rate is this. Now, if your rate then is high, the street and your local neighbours would then all be paying a high rate of electricity. And then all of your neighbours could then look at this itemised bill and see who in that street, who is using the most electricity and who isn't. And then they could say, oh, you see these people living at number 25? They're using loads of electricity. It's their fault. They're pushing the bill up. They're making the rate high on everyone else. Let's go round there and complain. They are making all of the rest of us pay this higher rate. Is that what they are planning? They are trying to pit neighbour against neighbour, getting small local communities to group together and complain about people who use more energy and drive the price up in their local area. This is what it could be, I reckon. This is how insidious and sneaky these people are. This could be the plan. That's what I'm thinking anyway, looking at this story. This is the kind of negative group think, hive mind crap they want to push onto the people to get them to police themselves. You see, the one thing people have going for them is your local community, is having a strong network locally, people you can trust, people looking out for one another. As we've talked about many times, you know, try and become self-sufficient, grow your own vegetables, find people who are growing vegetables if you can't do it yourself, build up a local network. And these are the foundations of any good society, any strong community. But the government, oh no, they don't want that. They want you ratting on each other. They want you ratting each other out, spying on each other, and grassing people up, their neighbours, to the government because they haven't done this, or they aren't going here, or they aren't staying indoors, or whatever. And now it looks like they're giving you access to your neighbour's energy usage so that you can tut at them and complain. They want you to judge and distrust your neighbour. This is the message these people are sending out constantly, which is the complete opposite of what you should do. Always look out for your neighbour. Like I've always said, you have power in numbers, and that power does not have to be a forceful, aggressive power. It can be a power of solidarity, and that's joint awareness, shared objectives and standards that create a sense of unity. That is the greatest strength that the public have. So it's no wonder they are looking to always undermine it and corrupt it. Look, share this video if you think it will help. Awareness is key, especially if you can draw attention to certain things before they happen. As always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to HugoTalks.com, and I'll see you later.